Hello, and welcome back to Jeep Duck Diaries. This is our journey from the heart of Texas all the way to the Arctic Ocean and back. Episode 2, Crossing into British Columbia and the Yukon Territory. We made it up to the little border town of Midway, British Columbia. No long lines, no drama, just a friendly officer to help us on our way. America behind us, Canada ahead. Right away, Canada showed us something special. Most of this land is crown land, public land where you can wander down a Forest Service road, pull over, and set up camp. No permits, no fees, no busybodies, just you, the mountains, and the responsibility of being a good steward of where you are camped. It's a lot like our dispersed camping on Forest Service land or BLM land, but much more prevalent. We found our first camp on the side of a mountain stream, moss and ferns everywhere, water rushing, cold and clear. Canada has mosquitoes, and they were out in force, but our little thermocell kept the bloodsuckers at bay. The next few days took us deeper into the mountains. Camp 8 was nothing fancy, just a gravel pull-out at an off-road park. We were the only ones there until that evening when our new friend Rick zipped out of the woods on his side-by-side and promptly broke down right in front of us. As luck would have it, he had the spare part and we had the tools. We spent the next hour pleasantly chatting and replacing his drive belt. Camp 9 was just right off the shore of the Telkwa River. The Telkwa was roaring high with snowmelt, wild, powerful, alive. Snow-capped mountains stood above us, sending an icy wind down the river valley. Yet right at our feet everything was green and blooming. Wild roses and orchids in full glory. That's the way of the Lord's creation, fierce and gentle at the same time. Cold wind above, beauty below. Camp 10 was a pure gift, tucked away right beside a small pond in a piney woods, dead quiet except for the gentle rain. By Camp 11, we were pushing north on Highway 37 through some of the most beautiful country on earth. Highway 37 is narrow, no shoulders, no paint, trees crowding the asphalt like a green twisting tunnel, black bears inches off the road, ruffed grouse and their chicks scattering like leaves ahead of you. We drove 600 miles, averaging only 45 miles an hour, burned less fuel, saw more country, and thanked God for every safe mile. On the 12th day we finally hit the Alaskan Highway, built by the Americans during the World War II so we could get our troops and supplies north to defend Alaska. And it still looks like an American highway. Broad lanes, wide shoulders, and brush cleared back 40 yards. It wasn't as pretty as Highway 37, but it did allow us to cross into the Yukon, averaging 65 miles an hour. At the city of Whitehorse, we stopped for supplies, laundry, and lunch at the A&W. I remember going to the A&W with my grandparents to get a frosty mug when I was a kid. It's still great. At Whitehorse, we turned north on the Klondike Highway. It was very slow going, lots of potholes and construction zones. One thing striking about Canadian highways is all the wrecked cars left on the side of the road. I will say they are very convincing reminders to slow down. We camped that night off the Forest Service road along the Yukon River overlooking two small lakes. Hard to believe, tomorrow we should reach the Dempster. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you on the trail.